Hey gang, this is Mike with MrNoFluff.com, and today I'm bringing you economic collapse news that's not being told by the normal media, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, now I've been warning you guys since 2015, 2016 that I saw massive bubbles, and I came online. I told you guys that real estate for me is out. I'm getting out of the real estate in 2006, 2007. I'm sorry, 16, 2017, because I thought it was going to pop any minute. Okay. Now I don't have a crystal ball, so I can't pinpoint it, but I could see the symptoms. Just like someone's just obese and they have bags over their eyes, that means they're probably going to have cardiac arrest very, very soon. Okay. So today I want to talk about something that Bloomberg pointed out. Not me, Bloomberg. Okay. Which is a national newspaper. They said that in 2019, and I left a link below where you can go read their article. In 2019, we had a contraction, a downsize, a smallness of 600,000 workers in 2019. So let me say that again. We had a downsize. We had a contraction of 600,000 jobs in 2019. Guys, almost 600,000 people lost jobs were lost in America in 2019. Now you're not hearing it in the stream media, and now here's the problem, okay? Because the media should be one propeller of democracy, one propeller of freedom. But now if you look at any kind of media, you can tell that they already have a bias to one side, and they're only reporting their positioning. In my opinion, the media should be a third pillar for democracy, which means that they should do neutral reporting. They should bring both sides of the subject and let you and me to make a decision. But do they do that? No. You can look at Fox News and they have their, you can tell exactly what is their political views. They're not bringing you neutral information. Same thing with most of the other, because they're all the medias are owned by just a couple of handful of people. Okay, and people don't understand that they may have different names. It doesn't matter if they're print, radio, TV. Same people, same handful of billionaires own all of it. So it's very important that YouTube and other Facebook people that are actually looking out and seeing are able to bring, I want to say the truth, but maybe an opinion of what is the alternative way of looking at things. Because if you look at most of the stuff, they're just telling you how great the economy is, how the stock market is doing great, even though we're in 3 days of negative. Okay, but I don't, like I said, I don't even look at the stock market anymore because it's all propped up. You know, we had the tax bailouts for big corporations that they bought their stocks. Right, we had 0% interest rate with the big corporations rebought their stocks. So we had two ways that the stock market, probably in my opinion, is propped up. No matter that what the news says, the market still goes up. All right. And I'm not even paying attention to the stock market anymore because I can look around and I can see there's massive amount of inflation. For example, if you look at even the president, he tweeted that we're going to now print more money than ever. So guess what, guys? Your money and my money are going to get diluted. Our purchasing power is going to get less and less. Look how much price of goods have increased just from the 70s, from the 80s, from the 90s. From the 90s, one bedroom apartment was 500-600 bucks. Today, the same one bedroom apartment is 12 to 1300 bucks. But my question is to you: has your salary doubled? Well, come on, man, be honest. Has your salary doubled? Is your cousin's salary doubled? Is your friend's salary doubled? I'm not talking about going up 10, 20%. I'm saying has it doubled because price of goods have doubled, especially the big expensive like rent, right? It has doubled and so many other things, but it's done in a very slow process where you're not aware of it. If they're giving you smaller size, when you go and buy to Whole Foods and you buy strawberries, instead of giving the same size they used to for the same price, they're giving you a smaller portion. Or if you're buying X or Y, whatever your favorite store to give you a smaller portion for the same price, or if the prices increase, it means the same thing. You're getting less for the same sweat equity that you had put in. Okay. So people have called me crazy for bringing the truth since 2015, 2016, when I saw major bubbles in real estate. Okay. When everyone's getting a loan, when everyone can qualify, see, that's why price of things going up. Like real estate is getting more and more and more expensive because there are fools out there that are willing to go get into debt and borrow more and more, which allows the price of the housing to increase, right? Because if it was their money, if they had to work for that cash, and they would not buy such an expensive home, and the prices would not so go up and up. It's because there are fools out there that are willing to stick their hands up, sign a piece of paper, and get into debt, no matter how high the asset is, no matter if the asset is about to bust. So now I'm bringing you facts. You can Google it, Bloomberg. I've left the link on my YouTube channel below where you can go read it. Okay, now it's not the title. It's like on the second or third paragraph on the very last sentence, squeezed in there. But anyone that's seeking will find. If you're a seeker, you will find. So I think that what I want to do and what I've been doing is just bring you the opposite side that is not being reported on, because I think that everyone should have both sides and make a decision for themselves. It shouldn't just be one-sided, right? And that's what was happening to our media, that they've all been politically stand, and they're not bringing bias on unsided information and letting me and you make a decision. They're favoring their power of billionaires to keep their status quo in place versus Americans are getting wiped out. Middle class is getting wiped out. Lower class is getting wiped out. And a great example is the pension and the 401 crisis. Okay, so what is a pension and what is a 401? Real quickly, a pension. I don't own any of these stuff, guys. All right, so I don't own a pension. I don't own a 401. I don't believe in fake assets. Okay, but that's my opinion, not financial advice. But now a pension is where the employer holds your retirement money. To simply put, I'm making it real simple. And the 401 is where you hold your retirement money. So the pension, you're giving all your money and to some company, and you're hoping that they're going to invest that correctly for you. Where on the 401, you control that money by what account, what custodian, whatever. And two, you are responsible for investing your money. Where on the pension, the company will invest it for you. Where on 401, you will invest it. Okay? So two major differences is basically what I'm trying to say now. Going long and have speech and debates about it, but we can make it real complex. But let's look at it simple. Pension company controls the investment for it to grow or lose, and the company holds it, holds your money for you like you're a little kid and you're giving it to someone, right? You're like, here, hold my money. Please make sure. That's why you hear people say, hey, the pension went bust, the company went bust, and they lost all their retirement when they were 60, 70 because that company did bad things or made bad moves or made bad investments, and then boom, evaporated. All right. And on a 401, you're in a sense the custodians, you're in control, is in your possession, even though you let someone else be the custodian. And then two, you're in control of where should you put your money for it to grow. Okay. Now, here's the crazy thing. We know that companies go bust. We know that. We've seen that. Like, look how many companies have gone bust, from Kmart to Kroger. I mean, not Kroger, Sears. So many. I've lost track, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, the big companies, the biggest ones. Boom. Okay. So we know that companies can make mistakes, and they can invest the pension incorrectly. What are the pensions invest in? Well, they invest in safe, supposedly, assets like bonds. And we all know what's going on with bonds today, right? They're not paying nothing, right? They invest in, big equity companies, the ones that are supposed to be safe. And we know from the last crash, the big companies like Lehman Brothers, bankrupt. So just because they're big doesn't mean that they're going to be safe, right? And things of like real estate, etc. But usually it's not real estate. It's usually like bonds and safer equity, bigger equity. And in the 401, you're in control of it. You can invest it in, the stock markets. You could take major risks with it, And most people just say, here, financial advisor, money manager, whatever, here's my money. Good luck with it, right? And what happens is that individual doesn't become responsible, doesn't learn, doesn't make mistakes, and they put all their trust and all these fees to these other companies. They're, you know, financial advisors. And though the financial advisors make money by fees and transaction and brokerage and all this gimmicks, they make money. But as we can see in the last crash, a lot of people lost money in their 401s because it's risky, right? I mean, the stock market is risky. I mean, they go boom and bust. Is that a place, would I want to put my retirement in the stock market? I'm not telling you what to do, but I wouldn't. I don't do that. I'm not going to put my retirement in the stock market. At any time they could cut me off and whatever, seize my funds. The market can go down. I don't control the CEO. I don't control his wife. They could get in a divorce, can affect them. Employees can do bad things. So do I do that? No. Do I suggest for you to do that? You can do whatever you want. It's your money. Make sure you empower yourself. So my idea is for you to empower yourself so you can make the best decisions. That's it, right? That's why I do this show. Okay. So today we're seeing crisis in the pensions. They call it unfunded liabilities. See, whatever they name it is usually the opposite. That's why I don't believe Big Brother. So unfunded. Well, what do you mean? Hold on. The person that was working for this job company, they funded it. They constantly put into it. So why is it called unfunded? It doesn't make sense. Now, the company, so I'm a worker. Let's say I'm a teacher and I'm working for this school district and they're taking out my money, right? So I'm funding it. I'm funding my retirement. Then school districts puts the money into a fund manager, or they put it into bonds, or they put it into stocks, and they lose my money and everyone else's money. Now they're calling it unfunded. I mean, I funded that shit, right? Why is it unfunded? Well, why don't they call it lost funds? I mean, because they lost the money. They made bad gambles with it. They made bad investments with it because it's retirement. It's supposed to be the most safest thing, I think. You know what I mean? People were better off. I'm buying gold versus, you know, putting it into something else that loses money. But again, this is not financial advice, but it just, if you think about it. So now they're calling it unfunded liabilities. And that's why you're seeing marches and people in red all over America. Teachers coming up saying, marching, saying, hey, where's my money, dude? And all kinds of stuff because it's crazy, man. It's crazy. So these people have worked for it. They put the money up into it, and now the money is gone. All right. So that's what's up with the pensions. And now the, the 401s, people are in control of it, or they have custodians and consultants or whatever, and they're telling them what to do, and everyone else is making the money. But in the crash, who's going to get wiped out? Because 401s is not a secure thing. It's a risky thing, right? It's not secure. It's not like you have gold and it's going up 10% a year, right? Because I mean, since when I got into it, 2015, 2016, it's going up, right? X percent. I don't have a calculator, so I'm just guessing, right? And just going off. It seems like it's going $100 a year, right? On every ounce of gold, $100, right? And it's safe for me versus the stock market because there's so many variables, right? Now, I'm going to get into the stock market when it crashes, when it's off 50%, 60%, 70%, not because I believe in it, because I know it's going to come back up, right? And so there's going to be money made, just like in real estate. In 2006, it crashed. And I knew it was going to come back up because the system is a debt-based system and is inflated, is rigged for it to just the assets to keep going up, which means that inflation happens and people have fixed jobs, fixed incomes, and they only go up this much, but the cost of goods go up this much and this much and this much in such a short period of time. And that's why middle class and lower class Americans are getting wiped out. It's not being broadcasted because it's coming multidimensional and it's hard to understand. It's hard to understand what's happening with the pensions. It's hard to understand that, how the stock market is rigged and you have corporations buying their own stocks for the price to go up, for them to get bonuses, for the CEOs to live a lavish life, right? But and to prop it up and say, hey, our economy's strong. What does the stock market have to do with the economy? So it's crazy. I know. I mean, like when I read this stuff, I'm like, man, it is crazy. I just don't understand why more news channels are not talking about all this stuff over and over. I mean, one is the people, firefighters, school teachers, whatever they work, they put the money up, they're not gonna have no money. The people that have money in their banking accounts because they work, they save, they're printing so much money, they're diluting it out. Your buying purchase, my buying purchase is going less and less, cost of goods going more and more. And because they're giving free loans almost to anyone, price of goods go up and up on top of the inflation because there are suckers out there. They're going to buy a car that used to be $30,000, now it's $50,000, and they'll sign up for it because they didn't have a skin in the game. They didn't have to work and or come up with an idea or sacrifice to be able to ascertain this $50,000. They just signed something. They have no calluses on their hands, and the problem is that we're on a debt-based society. And as soon as we lose the world reserve currency, what gives us the privilege of printing our own money versus anyone else, because everyone else that has to buy oil from OPEC, they have to use dollars. That's what makes the world reserve currency, right? Once we lose that privilege, then this party is over for the average person, and there's going to be more separation from the haves and the have-nots. And that's why I say that there's a good possibility we're going to have civil unrest. And you can see it in the yellow vest jackets in France, all the way to the red jackets with with teachers, and which is crazy, right? Now, one simple solution is stop printing money. One simple solution is Bitcoin. One simple solution is this should not be too big to fail companies. We should not, as people, bail out GMC, bail out these companies because they have they have shittier products. I mean, if Toyota makes better cars than GMC, well, let GMC go bankrupt, or do they lose enough money so they are able to make better products? Because someone else like Tesla will come through, someone else. But because we have such a big lobbyist that buy the politicians, the big guys are choking everyone else and doesn't allow competition to go through, to come up. You know what I'm saying? A good example is Tesla, like how much red tape they had to jump through from all kinds of establishments, right? So my thing is, long live freedom. My thing is, your money should be sovereign. My thing is, inflation is bad. My thing is, debt is bad, right? Everyone should not be in debt up their eyeballs, from the federal government to the states, pensions, businesses, the people, right? That's not prosperity, because what we're doing is just we're just using all the natural resources of nature to make the next 2.0, 3.0. They all suck because the stuff is not made to last for a long time. They're just made for the next version for you to spend more money so you can consume more. So that means that you don't have time to be your dream. So you don't have time to spend with your kids. So you don't have time to do what you fucking love. So you always got to be in the fucking rat race. And that's why I do this channel, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what? You see, my channel doesn't hardly grow because I am talking about things that are looked against. You know what? I don't care, because I'm only here to change one person's life, and I think I've already done that. I've so many people reach out to me and say, Mike, thank you. Because of you, I was able to leave my job. Thank you, Mike. I just checked it $20,000 check. Hey, thank you, Mike. I did my first deal. I made $3,000. Hey, thank you, Mike. I did this. And you know what? That's all I do this for, right? That's it. And what I want to tell you guys is I believe in you. I have love for you guys, and I know you're more powerful than any prerequisites. Not You don't need a credit score to be your dreams. You don't need some type of wealth level to be your dreams. You don't need some kind of college degree to be your dreams. You don't need to have some kind of good back history to be your dreams. All you need is devotion. All you need is to have the courage to say, I'm not scared. All you need is to believe in yourself because the system, the schools, the high schools, they made you into be an F or a C or a B or a D. But here, I'm telling you unlimited potential. Unlimited. It doesn't matter what kind of clothes you have. That's why I only have 4 pairs of shirts anymore, right? I'm a minimalist because I realize these material things don't mean anything. So if you want to be your dreams, you just got to believe in yourself. You got to turn off that TV. You got to turn off that propaganda, the music. They're all brainwashing you. They're telling you you're not this, you can't be this, you smell in a certain way if you don't have the certain thing. It's like a bunch of material traps to entrap you for you to do what you want to do. If that's to be free, that's to hang out with your kids, that's go to the park every day, whatever it is, they want you to just to be a debt slave, to work, to consume, to just work all your fucking life. And when you think you're gonna retire and you're gonna have something in your pension and your 401s, they're gonna take that shit too, right? Because the central bankers don't give a rat's about me or you. What they care about is what they did in 2006, taking more wealth from the people through foreclosures, through robo signing. They don't even have the note, but they're foreclosing on people. They don't even have the original note because they sold it so many times. They created mortgage-backed securities. They created all these crazy, Wall Street created all these crazy instruments that people don't understand shit. Right? Even the sophisticated one like derivatives. You got a PhD, you're like, what the hell? Right? That's why Deutsche Bank is going bust. They just let go over almost 20,000 workers, 25%. Do you not think this thing has a trickle effect? Well, if you keep listening to the media, you're not even aware about it. Right? But it's not all doom and gloom. It's a great opportunity to free yourself. It's a great opportunity to have freedom, to say, you know what, I don't want to deal with that no more. I don't want to be getting enslaved to these credit cards with 25, 28% interest rates and hard money lenders. Just yesterday I talked to two motivated investors, fixed and flippers, just yesterday, right? Because of my students are bringing me these deals. And both of them I spent hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars into property. They spend a lot of their own time and energy fixing the property up. They borrow from hard money lending. Guess what? The hard money lending is about to foreclose on them. The market has changed. And I've been telling you guys, the market has changed. But people say I'm crazy, but that's fine. I don't mind it. Much love to everyone, right? Guys, go ahead and click the like button, right? And let me know what state you guys are from, man. What state or what country you're from. And let me know also, do you think the market is going to crash anytime soon? Or do you think that, nope, everything's gravy because the stock market is going up, guys? Anyways, guys, one other thing before I forget, it doesn't matter if it's rainy or shiny, there's always opportunity to be your dreams. When it rains, the soil has become soft, it's easier to plant your seed. When it's shiny, you're gonna get the energy to grow. So it doesn't matter if the market is up, doesn't matter if the market is down, there's always opportunity to make money. This is not financial advice, but if you want to be your dreams, you can make money in any opportunity. But I like personally to make my moves in the rain. I like to make my moves in the fire. When the herd's going this way, that's when I like to get in because the risks are higher, absolutely, but the rewards are higher too. And I think that life is full of risk. To be alive is a risk. Every day I'm dying. Every day you're dying. You may not realize it, right? And I want to be my dreams. and I'm willing to sacrifice. I'm willing to shine the light for other people, and I'm willing to encourage other people. And I recommend you do the same thing, right? And be your dreams. It's scary for sure, but you can do it. You live in the best country ever, America, and that's the only one of the places why so many people want to come here, because they can be their dreams. So if you live in America and you're not your dreams, you're working for the man, then I don't know. Shame on you, I guess, because you can be whatever you want to be. And I suggest to people, you keep your full-time job and you chase your dream part-time. Instead of watching TV or popping a beer or going out to eat, be your dream. Spend time with your kids. Maybe even have your kids help you be your dream so they can learn what it is to be their dreams. So they can learn skills that are valuable besides playing video games or watching TV, etc. Guys, much love to you. Click the like button. Let me know what state you're from. See you guys later. Oh, yeah, by the way, profit sharing. If you want to find deals in this economic situation, I can help you guys find motivated sellers. They're willing to sell their home at 60 cents on a dollar, or they're willing to do owner financing and be your bank. So you don't have to come up with all the purchasing power. You don't have to use your credit. And I can show you how to do all this without spending any money in marketing. And guess what? I can also fund your deals for you. I can help you structure the deals. And whenever you make your checks, that's when I'm going to make my checks. So we have a linear situation for us to win. It's what I called win-win. It's not like the bankers, what they win and I lose. No, it's a win-win. When you make more money, I make more money. It's as simple as that, right? And I will fund your deals because I want to buy deals, because I realized in 2006, 2007, I was scared and I only bought limited properties. This time I want to do 1000x what I did last time, okay? Because I'm not scared anymore. Okay, you can't blame a guy. I mean, my parents were refugees, didn't read or speak, and I bought a bunch of real estate. But again, I was scared. But this time I'm not scared anymore. I understand better. And in this economic burn, Mr. No Fluff is looking to acquire a lot of real estate in Florida, in California, in Denver, in Texas, Colorado, and many other states like Oklahoma, Kansas. So if you have a deal, definitely, and you wanted to get funded, join my profit sharing. Or if you need help on how to find sellers, how to negotiate with them, then definitely join my profit sharing at mrnofluff.com. And I'll be happy to help you, hold your hand, and we can do deals together, guys. Now, if you don't have the right mindset, then this is not for you. If you're a complainer, if you're just a thinker and you're not an action taker, if you're not an action taker, if you think the whole world's against you, then this is not for you, right? But if you want to be your dreams, you're willing to put the sweat equity in there, you understand what sacrifice is, then Mr. No Fluff is for you, because to get in there, you need money, okay, which is only $71 a month when you pay annually. And then two, you're going to have the right mindset. No wrong mindset, because guess what? I'm chasing my dreams too, and I don't want to rub elbows with anyone that's going to hold me down, right? I'm only going to rub elbows with people that are going to encourage me, because I see the struggles they're going through and they're being positive and they're working through it, and it's going to encourage me like I encourage them. And so it's a win-win, because I don't deal with anything else unless it's a win-win. All right, guys, much love. See you later.